right. Welcome back to the channel podcast. We are eating Raising Cane's for the
Again.
second time of our lives.
And we're showing our faces.
Give me food.
Maybe, unless we decide that the video looks like fart because it's so dark.
Because it's a
And you
winter
literally
nighttime.
can't see my face, but you can see Scarlett's.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw my face for a sec. That was crazy, guys. Then you actually won't show
We're
our
literally
faces.
in the caverns.
We're literally in the mountainous caves. Drip rock surrounding. It's wild.
Elliot, what are we talking about today?
Yo, mama. No, so today. So true, Morgan. Okay, that sounded like such a fake laugh, but I was serious. Anyways, today we're talking about musical theater in general. Scarlett, pull out the notes.
Wait, hold on. I have lots of things that I have in my hands.
Oh yeah,
I actually need a napkin really bad.
did they get it or not? Oh well. Thanks, Morgan. Our trusty helper.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think? Pick one that would be like a good story.
Let's talk about I think probably let's just talk about community theaters first.
Yeah.
Sorry, we both started eating at the same time.
Yeah. What the fart?
Community theaters are either really good or really, really bad.
Accurate. Yeah. Because they're either like. Here's the thing.
Sometimes they are mediocre though.
Community theaters are dependent on the community. You know, it's in the name.
Uh-huh.
So if the people in the area are good actors or directors or stage managers or whatever is like needed, then they're good.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're not, then they're bad. Which actually segues into another, I'd say, subcategory of community theaters, which is kids.
Children's theaters.
Yeah. So basically, children's theater is the best, except for when it isn't, which makes a lot of sense and is super elaborate.
Yeah. There's a lot of really good things and really bad things about children's theater. Because it's like, some theaters are so great and they teach kids a lot of things. And then on the other hand, that same theater will like typecast people and like not cast like the people that should have the roles.
Yes.
Like they'll like be really educational but like not.
Yeah. Because that's the thing about children's theater is if you drop your if you're really tall or if you go through puberty earlier than other kids, then you're an adult. And if you're really short and you are like smaller or more like childlike and petite and blah 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 and all like the physical type casting stuff, then you're either a munchkin in Wizard of Oz, or you play a little kid, and there's no escaping that. Or you can be like right in the middle and have no idea what you're doing and be sad and scared and be like, oh no.
It's also like with singing voices especially.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a more mature singing voice, you're gonna get cast as the older roles.
Yeah. Which in children's theater, not a lot of main roles are adults.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, if you're in that position, you end up not getting a lot of good roles. But if you're good, people will think you have, so you just continue to, like, not be in a good place for that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, like, silly. Or you could be like me, where you were, like, right exactly in the middle, because you're a non-binary student, and you also have, like, a voice that's, like, right in the middle, and you also have, like, everything else that's right in the middle, and you also look like both a boy and a girl at the exact same time, for some reason, somehow. And you have, like, and you draw just, like, name, like, blah, 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 acting style, blah, blah, blah. Then I never know where I'm gonna get put, and most often I'm scared. I'm playing a guy in the show we're in right now. I'm playing Luke in Lightning Thief, and literally, what just happened? Anyways, and literally a few months ago, I was playing Glinda in Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
I know. I mean, I'm lucky that I've never been typecasted, but I'm also like, what am I walking into right now?
Yeah.
And it's also hard when you play a guy, but like, I'm a soprano. But I can like, it's rough.
Yeah.
Guys, it's rough.
Yeah.
Community theater, especially children's theater, rough. It gives you you develop self-esteem issues very quickly.
Yeah.
You will always think you are not good enough. You will constantly compare yourself to other people. You will give yourself notes in and outside of the theater. You will be a neurodivergent child that goes to theater as some sort of safe haven, only for it to give you more ways to mask in public, because you are actively learning how to act. It has some downsides, but
also on the other hand, you can meet a lot of really, really cool
Yeah.
people.
I want to give a fart about Scarlet. If it wasn't for that one summer, what are you doing right there? What were you doing?
Don't worry about it.
When I did Newsy Junior and Scarlet worked on it.
Yes.
You know? Yes, there was that sign at that one vacation that said "Try my nuts," and we both happened to be in the same place, and it was super funny. But Zach saying I looked like Mike Feist was a catalyst.
Yeah. My mom just missed the green light.
Oh, Morgan. Silly. It's alright, Morgan. We love you.
So it's okay.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Oh, the duality between kids who do theater and theater kids.
Yeah. And like by kids who do theater, wait, which one's which?
That's a good question. Let's change that.
Kids who do school theater, just school theater, versus kids who do
Theater.
theater outside.
Kids who act.
Yeah.
And sing. Talented kids. Not saying you're not talented if you do school stuff, but you know.
It's not the real experience.
Yeah, no. A lot of the time, I find myself in theater settings, like, not in school theater, and there'll always be that one kid, you know? Because theater is a safe haven for neurodivergent people, and we know this. And so there will always be a child, I was this child once, that cannot shut up, and will be crazy, and cannot, function, honestly, and is just silly and goofy and loud. And that was me for my first few years of theater. And you grow a complex of, I am not cooperative, and I'm not directable, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. But then you get to school theater, and you realize that you are the most sane person there.
Yeah. School theater kids are off the wall. And I'm not saying that I don't love them, because I do.
Yeah, no.
But also, the energy of school theater kids versus theater kids I meet at, community theaters and even, more professional theaters, so different.
Uh-huh.
Why do
Genuinely.
you think they're different?
I don't know.
I do. Because
What?
when you're in a professional, we are often referred to as young professionals,
Yeah.
you are taught to maintain that status of you are a professional.
Yeah.
You are in a setting
You're
where you're
supposed to
expected to behave a certain way.
Yeah. And you're supposed to treat it like work.
Yeah, because in their heads, they're preparing you for when you are older and you are going to take this on as a career. In
Right.
school theater, no one is thinking, oh, I'm going to grow up and, I don't know, why am I British? Okay, anyways. That happened. I don't know why. But, in school theater, most of the time you're just there to have fun. So that's what people are
Yeah.
doing. But I think in theater, that gives you a lot of self-awareness because you constantly have to be self-aware. You have to be aware of where
Yeah.
you're moving, of what you're saying, how you are saying it, when you are saying it, what you look like to other people, how you feel in the moment. Like, it is all, you have to be constantly self-aware to be good at theater.
Yeah.
And then you get to school theater and you realize that a lot of people lack that self-awareness.
A lot of times it's
Yes.
the first time that they've ever been on stage. They don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
They're kind of learning.
Yeah, they're
Along with it.
learning what it's like to be in that kind of environment.
But, like, we don't expect school theater kids to be, like, like, super professional, because it's school theater.
Right.
But there is a duality.
Yeah. And the majority of kids are doing it for fun, not to make it their career.
Like, we aren't dragging anyone, because we are them.
Right.
Like, it just becomes apparent the longer you've been in a young professional theater space.
Yeah. That is a word I hear so much, and it's actually kind of insane.
Yeah. Because I get it, but also, I am so insecure.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. What should we talk about now?
Yo, mom!
Let's talk about bad props and costumes. Because, oh my god, that is, you can literally not see us at all right now.
No, and you know what?
It's okay.
It's fine. We're beautiful in our own way.
I have worn so many bad costumes. It's
actually
genuinely
so
insane.
many bad wigs.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh my god.
Lice.
When
Lice.
when I played
Pink eye.
I played Mrs. Corey in a production of Mary Poppins.
So did I.
Mary Poppins Jr.
I did not do
And
junior.
I wore
I was real.
the most
Sorry.
atrocious outfit on the planet. It was a bright orange dress.
Ball gown.
A bright orange ball gown. What the? Stop making that noise.
Shut up.
A bright orange ball gown. And you know what I wore? You know what the wig I wore was? It was a rainbow wig. And she gave me a purple beret to wear.
Pictures are not going to be put up. We are not.
Pictures will not be released.
No, I've seen pictures.
This is
You will
classified
not.
info.
Yeah, no, this is just for us and Morgan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
That's
was there. I was at the
I
production.
and then the duality of that is I also played Mrs. Corey in a production of Mary Poppins, and my costume was not bad, I would say.
I actually liked your costume.
Your costume.
The dress-
play, that
yeah,
big
my
The dress was
eight.
camp.
My costume, yeah. What was not camp was the hat I wore that was super cute and the original plan was to flip it and you'd show the inside and it'd be the O in supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. We decided it'd be a really good idea to hot glue an O to the top of the hat, forever ruining it, so
Yes.
that there are always marks from where the hot glue was. And also the color did not match the vibe of the outfit at all.
Yeah. And
And it was 2 days before we opened.
yeah. I actually really liked both of the dresses I had for Mary Poppins. I had this purple one for Act 1 and we had a green one for Act 2 because they decided to do this
You should
little...
probably say who you were.
Oh, I was Mrs. Banks.
Let's circle back to typecasting.
No. We'll do that in a second. So I was Mrs. Banks, and in Act 2, the family becomes more united, and in Act 2, we all had a motif of green on our costumes.
That was
So we
actually
were-
really slay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
actually really slay. I think that was Kate,
Yep,
Cater's
that was
idea.
Cater. That was Cater.
but it was a really nice little like slight touch. Like we had little green accents in Act 1, and then Act 2 they became more pronounced.
Honestly, good. I was not only Miss Corey, I was also Miss Andrews. Same year as Mrs. Darbus. So I was typecast as women that were older for just that cycle of shows, I guess.
Theater.
And I'm not sure why.
Just past it.
Well, we're just past the theater. Anyways,
Oh yeah, we're going to a show right now.
Yeah, we're
guys.
going to show right now.
Sign is not up.
We're going to an invited dress rehearsal. How nerdy is that?
You know what?
How nerdy is it to be?
Hey,
to
I'm
get
talking.
invited
Anyways,
to
my
a
Miss Andrews dress
rehearsal?
was also really great. I had a treacle sack sewn into it.
treacle
Which
sack.
was a little sack that held my bottle of like brimstone and treacle for the song. I called it my treacle sack.
And treacle and can't live
You were so mean. You were such a mean lady in that show.
Pictures will be shown. Actually,
Pictures will be
of
shown.
the treacle sack.
5,
4,
3,
2, treacle sack.
Treacle sack, Miss Andrews pose, Mrs. Corey reveal.
Mrs. Corey. Yeah, I'll show my Mrs. Corey outfit. Pretend it's on my hand, like when YouTubers are like,
Okay, it's on your hand.
yeah, thanks guys.
Treacle sack.
Anyways,
my typecast is mothers.
yep.
And it's
always play the mom.
it is really disappointing, and because 1, it's because I have a mature voice. 2, it's because I'm shorter. 3, it's because I'm not super skinny.
Yeah.
And I have glasses.
I think a lot of it is your voice.
I think a lot of it is unequal. I think
A lot of it's a lot of things.
3/4 is your voice, and then the other 4th is that stuff.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if you don't like, the thing about musical theater is it is not always diverse, and a lot of like leading ladies have like that very like voice. You know.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and like you have a very mature like you can
I'm-
sing opera. Scarlett can sing opera, guys.
Yeah, I'm actually in training to become a classically trained soprano, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, guys.
I
Yeah,
hate
guys.
that I just said that. That was so bad.
I'm a classically trained soprano.
I'm becoming
Say
one.
it again and push your glasses up from the middle.
Literally cannot. We're literally parked. We can turn. So bad. Okay. I'm actually becoming to. I'm actually in training to become a classically trained soprano.
Yeah. I'm not, guys. But it's fine.
It's okay.
You know why?
No, I'm not a belter. I'm not a belter.
No.
And a lot of the shows we do have belters as the main roles.
And then
And I can belt, but it's just like,
yeah, but like
it's not where I shine.
Yeah. Get me out of here. Yeah, no, because a lot of the leading ladies have that like and like I can do that,
The
but
lightning
it's
thief?
not what. But it's not.
My grand plan is that I will be remembered. And obviously, the girl who's playing Annabeth sings it way better than I can.
Yeah.
But like that is what we're talking
Oh my
about.
god. If she's watching, you know who you are. I'm not gonna dox
You
you.
know you are. Cam, we know you're watching.
Cam, we're outing you. Cam.
We know you are watching.
Yeah. This is why I like having videos. Why I like having videos. 'Cause I can be like... Anyways, no, I have the opposite problem where I am always put in a weird spot where I'm like almost like it's like I'm always in a spot where I am never on stage for like the whole. I'm always in a spot where I will be playing ensemble characters because they won't give me the leading like guy role
Sorry.
because you know,
Right.
not a low singer, guys. And then I don't get the leading lady because respectfully, just not the thing I go for.
Yeah.
Like when we did Newsies and Shap, for all intensive purposes, Abby, but we're calling her Shap now, guys. Name change. Why'd I snap? Why'd I go? Anyway.
Can't be here.
Anyways,
Anyways, guys. Anyways,
Abby said to me at auditions for Newsies, "Wow, you have Catherine in the bag," and I said, "Because, cool, but I just don't like playing that kind of part."
You know, Zach and I were betting on you getting Crunchy from the start.
Yeah, I know. You told me that.
Yeah, good.
And that's the role I wanted
Crunchy,
too.
Crunchy.
And here's the thing: I never listened to Newsies before I auditioned for it. I just wanted Crunchy because I thought his name was stupid.
Oh. Guys, I was almost Crutchy. No, I wasn't. I had a
Callback.
callback for Crutchy. For a really like high quality production. And honestly, I'm glad that I even like got a callback for that because
She was okay. She was afraid she wasn't gonna freaking get into the show. Like a fart. I knew.
because I thought if I didn't get Crutchy, I wouldn't get in because I'm not a dancer. You know.
That's true. You can't move. Can't run. Do you know Scarlett's never run before?
Nope.
You said nope like I was lying.
Nope.
No, yeah, Scarlett actually can't run. I'm not saying that in the way of like Scarlett's unfit. Like Scarlett, like it doesn't happen. Why are you?
One by forward at a time.
Guys, I'm Luke in the Lightning Thief.
I'm Sally. You know who that is? The mom.
Oh, Percy's mom, and I'm also Percy understudy.
But I'm also Medusa, so it's kind of
Yeah, that's the thing about being non-binary in theater. Sometimes is like you're right in the middle,
yeah.
so like you never make it to either side. So they're just like. That's the thing. I've literally been told by directors before. We just kind of put you in like the spot that was left. Like we casted everybody else, and we knew that you could go anywhere, so we just put you there. Like I'm not.
That is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I think directors just put you in the spots that they don't know who's gonna play that role sometimes.
Yeah. Which is like, it's cool that like I have like such a big range, but like, hey, maybe actually like think about what is in good interest to me as an actor, and less about what you can do because you don't know what else to do.
Right. And it's also like most of the roles you get are pretty good, but like
Yeah.
still it's like
That's why I liked you as Glinda, because it felt
like Katie actually thought about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that was my stretch role.
Yeah.
Same.
It's
It
my.
was you guys both had your stretch roles.
Yeah.
for
You know
that.
what's funny is I thought I was gonna get Glinda. You kind of thought you were gonna get the
Yeah.
Wicked Witch, and then I got the Wicked Witch.
And Katie was like. But I'm happy that she did that. That is not my favorite role I've played. I'm super uncomfortable in super feminine roles.
No, right.
But
Wicked
that's
Witch,
why an ingenue role I kind of want sometimes. At least in like in a show like this. Not in Newsies. Because girls have to wear skirts in that show.
I
like-
did not wear a skirt when I was in Newsies.
Because you weren't a girl, you were Buttons.
Yes, I was a girl.
Buttons is a girl.
We did not pretend like we were boys.
You didn't?
No.
Guys, I was a little boy with polio once.
No, none of us pretended like we were boys. That like we never like tried to do that. That's why some of the Newsies were wearing dresses. Like I hate when they try to pretend like everyone is a boy. Where they make them all tie their hair up and like not show it through their caps.
Guys, it works for me because I have curly bangs. So if I put my
Right.
hair up, and I also have shorter curly hair. So if I put my hair up and I put a hat over it, just looks like I have short curly hair. But when you try and take like Scarlett's hair and like rake it back and then put a hat over it, you look like
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber's left butt cheek. That's what we said. Looked like earlier today. I told Kaylin that.
Anyways.
We have 4 minutes.
Yeah, we should probably. Don't you think we should go in?
Yeah, let's leave it off. Let's favorite musical.
Yo, mama!
Top three.
Okay, top 3. Okay.
Not in any specific order.
You go first.
Okay. Parade. Newsies.
Oh,
Honestly,
Seussical.
yeah, Seussical. Parade, Newsies, Seussical.
Okay, mine, Seussical, Ride the Cyclone,
It's so hard.
Into the Woods.
That's a good choice.
That's a good choice.
We can talk about later how
Yeah, hey guys.
Into the Woods is genius. We'll talk about it later. Okay,
Abby-
actually, we can record more on our way home.
Yeah.
So we'll come back.
Yeah.
This is not the end.
yeah.
Stay
Don't
tuned.
leave us.
So
Raising Canes.
So we just saw the show, and the power went out. So they just did a line through in the rehearsal hall,
Yeah.
and it was literally so
It was
chaotic.
insane because it's a show where you can throw things at the actors. And
some people were throwing the tomatoes a little too much and a little too hard.
yeah, and, like,
and I think
trying
so-
to purposefully hit.
And I think that some of the actors like genuinely got hurt.
Oh no, yeah. The one guy, the two people playing the villains
Yeah.
were like pelted with tomatoes.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I was not like throwing them with force, like intent
No.
to hit them.
I don't think I could
I-
actually.
I hit them like maybe like 3 times.
Oh, I had a lot, but I threw it. I did the thing where you like throw it almost on your hands. So I try not to hit.
I like throwing it in the butt.
Watching my lights. Find your light. Find your light.
Find your light.
Which I think brings us to part of theater.
Amazing.
We're not. Never mind. I'm quitting. I'm quitting the podcast. No. Audience members.
Would not stop. People would not stop talking, and they were throwing the tomatoes a little too hard, and like purposely trying to hit the actors. Because I think you're supposed to throw them at the actors, but not purposely with the intent to hit
No,
them.
like if I always try to aim for their stomachs, because I know it sounds like evil, but like when you're throwing it lightly, you're not hitting them in the face.
I think he got hit in the face bad at the end.
Yeah. They called end of show instead of like finishing it, because I think like they were aiming for like the actors like privates and stuff.
Yeah. And there were parts where they were purposely trying to get them to like aim at their butts, but like
But that
people were
they
purposely.
they were like bracing themselves for it. So
Yeah. Yeah, people. Yeah.
we look like we're telling a ghost story right now. I assure you we're not.
You
Anyways,
look too- you look scary.
we've had rude audience members before. We worked on tech for a show this summer where people would not shut up during the first. Do you remember that one show?
Yeah.
Where, like, the audience members were being so rude and talking the whole time.
Yeah, and that's especially a thing in like community theater,
Mm-hmm.
or also shows that where a lot of people are bringing their kids.
Oh yeah,
Like people just did not like silence their own kids,
yeah,
like while they were like seeing a show.
yeah. And in
They're
community, like you said, in community people theater don't have as. In community people theater, in community theater, people do not have as much respect for the actors, because I think a lot of people assume that like community theater makes it unprofessional,
Yeah.
and it's like that's not the case.
Also, that wasn't a community theater show. That was technically a professional
That was
show.
yeah. So like, yeah.
It's one of the things about being in front of a live audience. You never know what you're going to get.
No, yeah, and that
Yeah.
also, dry audiences are a very real thing. Where like, here's the thing also about being acting in children's theater is, parents will come to shows to see their kids,
Right.
and there's some parents that go to every single show, and by the last show, it's all people that have seen it before. So no one laughs at the jokes anymore. Nothing is funny. All the gags are like worn out. The clapping is like less like, yes, go girl, because like they've heard it before.
yeah. What really annoys me is the parents who save a bunch of seats in like the front row, and their kid is not even playing like a big role.
Yeah, save front row seats for either people who need them and like can't go upstairs. Like there's been situations where my grandparents have come to shows and like I have to have people save them seats because people won't be like courteous enough. Why do my eyes look so weird right now?
My face looks really weird. It's
My-
like
You've got those flashlight on.
My eyes look insane. I do that.
Amazing Grace. Okay, turn it off. We're gonna get pulled over because there's light in the car.
Okay, but anyways, so like,
Guys, be respectful.
guys, be respectful.
in the theater,
Yeah.
please.
Whether it is a show you perceive as professional or not, whether it's kids or adults acting, whether you know people in the show, there are instances where someone knows someone who's in the show, so they think
And
it's
they'll-
free for all to be.
And they'll
Horrible.
yell people's. I've had people like yell names of actors
Yeah,
in shows before.
like Rick.
I do it during the bows.
Yeah, that
That's fine because it's not.
You're
really, it's not
congratulating
part of the
them.
show, right?
Yeah, but when someone is like delivering a monologue and you're like, Peter, shut up. God.
Yes,
Yes, Sarah! Sarah, oh my god, guys, that's my sister. I went watch Newsy show. There was a girl who sat next to me and my mom. Whole show, she made inappropriate jokes about the people on stage just because, like her cousin or someone was playing Jack. It was so annoying. She talked the whole time. She was so disrespectful. And whenever we'd give her weird looks, she'd be like, "Oh no, like he's like my friend. He's like my best friend." And we were like, "Girl, shut up. That does not give you a right to disrespect the actors."
Yeah.
So-
When I saw Frozen, like the touring production of Frozen, it was so loud in there. It was so loud in there.
It's a lot of little
Because
kids.
everyone brings their little kids, and it, yeah.
You have
So
to.
They
crazy
just
'cause
won't
the
shut
show
up.
before that was so. What was the show before that? It was like really intense. I can't even remember now.
If your kid cannot understand the concept of like being quiet and respectful in a theater, don't bring them to a professionally performed show. I understand that childcare is a thing, so like if that's a situation, don't do it. But if you're just like, I'm gonna take my kid to see Frozen, they are not gonna remember that. I completely understand the things like I want to give them a cool experience. You are gonna be ruining it for other people. Your kids are not gonna remember Elsa's dress transformation when they like can't. They are not conscious, guys.
Oh my
They
God.
are not conscious.
Yeah. Same thing with bringing kids to Disney World when they're like one.
Hey
or two.
guys, my parents took me to Disney when I was like 3. Don't remember it. I remember one picture of the teacups and almost throwing up because I thought it went too fast because I was 3.
Scarlett peed on her dad.
Yeah, in line for Winnie the
For Winnie the Pooh. Scarlett was like,
I remember.
two.
He was showing no pants, of course.
Okay.
What the fart is a poo? What is a poo, guys? Guys, please answer our
Guys,
burning
comment
question.
below
Comment
what you
below
think
if
a
you know
poo
what a
is.
Okay, what else should we talk about?
I don't know what
Theater.
poo is.
What? Oh, let's talk about how community theater relies on children to run their theaters.
We know something about this.
Let's hear it.
We are part of an apprenticeship program. This isn't a diss at the theater.
No.
Alright.
It's just the fact that like there's not a lot of people who work.
Yeah,
in
there just
theaters.
isn't funding. Hey guys, they don't pay.
Yeah.
You can't pay people well in community theater, and a lot of people aren't willing to work that job, especially in summer programs.
And
because
it's
a break.
it's also like that's a lot of time commitment to not get paid that much.
Yeah.
For adults, you know.
Yeah, and the thing with kids is like, right now we are in a show where there is a kid who does not have a lot of experience but is stage managing a show, and that is simply because it's cheaper. It's cheaper. We were going down there, and I think our usual days we would be there from 8:30 to 4:30 at the longest that we were there. No pay. We got a show for free for the work for putting in a certain amount of hours.
Yeah.
But once you go past that amount of hours, you're working completely for free.
Yeah.
We volunteer to do it. It's something we enjoy. It builds experience and
Yeah,
understanding.
it's really good for experience, but it just sucks that like
That is how theaters that is what they have to rely on.
right, like there's so many kids who work in theater who like volunteer
And it's
just
odd.
because it gives them community service hours
Yeah.
too.
And it's odd. I think the negative part is a lot of times some of these kids will be working harder than the people getting paid. Hate to say it, but
Yeah,
there were days we'd get there and people with keys to the doors wouldn't even be there yet, so we would have to sit outside. There were multiple instances where we would have a stage manager who was getting paid and an assistant stage manager who was either getting paid less or not at all and was doing most of the work for them. That's extremely common. There are
Yeah.
a lot of situations where, again, because a lot of these people are volunteers, like this is not a full-time job for a lot of people.
Right.
So they will have other job responsibilities and they'll have to dump it onto the kids. There were points where I'd be working on the shows and there'd be multiple kids and I would be outside alone with a group of like 15 kids. And I can handle it and I've done it multiple times before, but it is odd that that is such a like normalized
yeah.
thing that someone's able to say, hey, Elliot, go out with this group of 15 some kids and entertain them for 2 hours. Like the youngest kid I was dealing with on a regular basis was 4 years old,
school.
Isn't like that's crazy.
She would pull her pants down during rehearsal.
Love you, babe, but
Yeah,
keep them on.
yeah.
So like, it's kind of crazy that they're relying on children to take care of children a lot of the times in
I
children's
know.
theater.
That is kind of insane.
I was 10 years older than her, and just watching the kid.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because there was a point where I realized that the parents of one of the kids knew my name, but not the director of the show's name.
Oh my god.
And then it's weirder when you go to like a local like restaurant or like store or something, and then you see these people and they're like, "Hey, it's Elliot," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that wasn't just a thing that I did over the summer."
Right.
And it's also odd when you see those people in public, because I have to keep up, like, we seem like little goofsters, little silly little guys, and we are, but we are very good at switching into a mode when we have to be, like, professional.
Right.
So it's odd when you are out in public and you're just being a kid, and then you see these people and realize you have to switch off. Okay, well, someone might just, I don't know. Anyways, when you realize you have to switch off kid mode into professional mode in front of these people,
Right.
it's weird.
Yeah.
But I got a little not bad, like lanyard.
Oh yeah, we did get.
And Scarlett would whip me with hers. So.
Hey, don't talk about that.
It didn't hurt though. It did not hurt. Let's make that very clear.
It was a silly.
I just go
What was I gonna say? Oh my gosh, yeah. And our school is our school theater is almost entirely student run.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Like, we have a main drama teacher. Our choir teacher's our music director
Yeah.
for our musicals. So it's like she's a choir teacher. So like, we have someone who comes in to choreograph the musicals, and we have one person who runs all of the tech, who like oversees all of the tech aspects of theater. But everything else is entirely student run.
Yeah.
And for the musical, they bring in a someone to conduct the pit.
Yeah. And if you're hearing us say this and you're not a theater person and you're like, oh, that's crazy. We are a very privileged school district.
Yeah.
We are a very privileged school district. So imagine like a district that is not as privileged. Like there are some theaters that are like entirely student run.
Yeah,
my
they'll
mom
have
works
one-
at our school, and a while back we were still a very privileged community. But like we now have a drama teacher that works on the play.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is an English teacher, and she directed at like the plays before our current drama teacher got
Really?
hired. Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah. So like as the years go on, how we deal with theater and drama, it's getting better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're very lucky to go to a school that has like a very good like music and arts program.
Yeah, we have a lot of arts funding. We call them like arts boosters or something. But,
Yeah.
like,
We have boosters that do fundraisers.
Yeah, and it's
for
not just like
for-
music and it's like visual arts too. It
Yeah.
also gets funded.
no, yeah, we're very privileged in that regard.
We have 2 art teachers.
Yeah.
And the art rooms are the biggest rooms in school.
I would know because I can't take art. I didn't commit a crime in the art room, but it sounded really ominous.
We'll let you think about that one.
Why do you think I can't take art? Comment below. Like this video if you think I should. What's the next topic?
Wait, what just happened?
I think I went crazy mode. Shut up!
Okay. Let's go back to bad props and costumes. Let's talk a little more on that.
Talk about my.
Since we just had a bad prop situation with all the tomatoes.
Let's talk about DIY props.
Oh.
I was Glinda this summer. My crown and wand were made by our director, and they were really good, even though we had a crown and wand that we probably could have used if we just looked in the main stage. They
Yeah.
were pretty nice. That being said, there were jewels glued onto them. Fell off every performance. 2, 3, 4, 5. There were instant feather. If you do theater and you know about feather boas, stage covered in feathers.
Susical.
We
Bird
had
girls.
the kids do scavenger hunts to find the feathers in the show that took place after that, and we'd give them a reward for who threw away the most. Like,
Yeah.
props and costumes that shed are such a nightmare.
No, I had a cape that shed for
Your fellers.
my fellers. I had lots of fellers on my cape. That for the Wicked Witch that like shed everywhere backstage for Wizard of Oz. Oh my god. The second musical I ever did, it was James and the Giant Peach. I played Ladalord, and I had one of those like busting out canes. You know those canes that like they're like, wait, what are those called, Mom? Mom,
Okay.
what are those called? The canes that like,
Retractable?
yeah, they're like tiny little
Like
like boxes,
busting out
and
dagger.
you push a button and they come out.
Should I
like
call,
these
should I
canes.
call my retractable dagger busting out dagger?
Busted out.
No, it's a busting in dagger because it goes in. It doesn't go
Oh
out.
yeah, my busting in dagger.
But I had a cane that went out. You press a button and it made the cane big, and somebody backstage, because we didn't have like an actual prop table.
Yeah.
There was just like a prop area.
Yeah.
Somebody stepped on my cane. And of course, if you step on it, it breaks. And obviously, since there's a very specific thing it fits into to retract, couldn't retract anymore. So I had just like a lame cane.
Kids backstage.
And they duct taped it with black duct tape.
Oh, obvious.
That was a cool costume, though.
That was a really good costume.
Dude, kids backstage.
Are the worst.
Will not stop talking.
Hey guys, shut up. Love you. Shut up. Also,
We have
they move everywhere. We have a pretty solid backstage area now. We didn't used to.
Yeah.
And it's still not great.
Yeah.
It's there, guys. Hey, there's space. People. So the way our theater's set up, we have our backstage area and then the green room that connects to that. You know, a lot of people think it's like special or cool to be in the green room area. Those are the people that make the most noise, conveniently. Like during Oz, I was in the green room area most of the time because I had a giant Glinda dress and I could not be backstage because people would step on it again because they're moving backstage when they shouldn't be. If you're moving backstage, people can't make their entrances and exits and it's super annoying, but
There was one time when I had to make a really quick exit from around, like all around the stage, and there were people in the aisles and I had to like kind of like push them out of the way.
audience members, please respect entrances and exits and aisle space in community theaters also. Any theater, I don't know why I said community theater, any theater. Sit in the seat that is yours.
Oh my god.
We had an instance during a show this summer where someone used the emergency exit door, which performers were using to move throughout the show. They just used it, which the door leads outside into a field. What are you doing? And they left out the door into the field because they had to go to the bathroom or something. There are speeches before shows that will tell you where entrances and exits are. There was before this show. And yet,
There was.
because people talk and don't pay attention and don't seem to respect the people that speak before and after shows, they didn't listen and went out the wrong doors. Please respect the space that you are in.
Yeah.
Like, end of discussion. Don't step on the stage. Do not step on the stage.
Oh my god,
at
that
all.
is literally a liability and people
It's
do
literally
it.
liability.
It's like a safety.
And a safety, yeah, I was gonna say, and a safety hazard, because if you step on that stage and you go, ah,
Who is gonna get like
who's gonna get sued?
the theater?
The theater.
Right. And we're talking stages that are like low to the ground, like easy to like step up on.
Yeah, because of course, like if you're in like
A big theater.
a Broadway
No, right.
stage, you're not gonna be
That's-
like,
That's not a thing.
we're talking about the small theaters that if they get sued or if
Like-
there is a liability, it will affect them more.
Yeah.
And it's just like, guys.
Guys, what the heck? Anyways, we actually love theater.
No, we love it. We complain. Here's the thing, guys. Like we said in the last episode, we showed our faces. We're haters.
We're haters, and it's also because we know what good theater looks like. We know
Yes.
what a good environment is like. We've done so many shows that it's like, at this point, we can very much tell.
You're blocking the light on my face with your. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to find my light.
Find your light. Find your light.
That was probably traumatizing to any theater person.
Find your
watching
light.
that. Stop. Actually, the amount of times I've been told, find your light, and I'm like, in it. guys. Please. I found it.
You're down here, but I'm up here. I'm up here. Match my note. I'm up here. Guys, we went over these harmonies like 5 times.
I did not simplify them.
I thought I could trust you with the hard harmonies of the show. If you're not going to practice them, then I might need to...
Taking on shows that you don't have the community to perform, stop it. If you don't have enough good actors to do a certain harmony, don't take on a show that has a lot of hard harmonies. If you don't have a lot of guy actors, don't take on shows with predominantly guy roles.
I keep being in shows that are predominantly male roles when there is so many more girls. Like, I don't understand what is the logic behind that.
Me and Abby Shapp were leads in Newsies. We did good. We did fine. I'm not super proud of that performance because it was my first back from the pandemic, but we did fine. Hey, would have it been better if you chose a show that... more girls. More girls.
It's also like, if you're anticipating a big turnout, do a show with a lot of characters.
Because, hey, we did Oz this summer. It was nice because we had characters with, like, lines. You know how many characters there are in Wizard of Oz? Just exactly the amount you think there is. Exactly the amount you think there is. 7. Because of the wizard. Kinda. Aunt Em, Uncle Henry. Yeah, no, sure, yeah.
Not really, though.
Yeah, sure, but, like, for 2 seconds.
Right. Like,
I was off stage most of the show.
Right.
Like, hey, be better. Be better. Picking out shows, be better. Be better. Be better. Be better. Be better. And don't keep giving the same people the leads, because it's super annoying. And don't say, well, they're the people we have to play the leads. Because how about you just
give
pick
somebody else a chance.
Pick different shows then. Don't pick a show with a super, super hard lead part to play if you know that you don't have the community to pull off that performance.
Right.
Ever thought of that? Oh, you didn't? Yeah, no, I can tell.
Right.
We are haters, like I said. To our core, we are
What was
haters.
that?
That was me. I was eating ice. Sorry.
That means you have low iron.
That means you have lice.
No, it doesn't.
You have lice. You have lice. You have lice. You have lice.
You have pink eye. Why pink eye? I have pink eye.
You have strep throat. You have strep throat. You have hand, foot, and mouth.
Are you guys okay back there?
Guys, if you're in an audience at a theater, please be respectful. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The lady I was next to, I saw Jesus Christ Superstar recently,
Oh my
the
god.
tour, and the lady next to me was singing along to Gethsemane. Like Jesus' big song.
Oh my god. What a fart thing to do. You were a fart. If this lady's
And
watching, you're a
She
fart.
was going like this in her chair the whole time.
She came in late. Too.
That's what I do, but
No, but
Different.
it's like, but she was like moving the...
I do that.
Because
I do that when I get.
Also, in that specific theater, the seats are all connected. So if one person's moving around, it moves every single person around.
Stop! Please. I know you're watching this woman.
I know
I'm
you're
so-
watching.
Summoning her.
Jesus
Christ,
Superstar. What a fantastic show. What a
That was
fantastic
really
musical.
intense.
Died for our sin. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
In that show, it's probably one of the first shows ever that I've heard like a true bass in. Because there's not basses in theater.
It was really
There's not.
Hey!
They don't write.
Base Wickersham.
Well, yeah, that. But there's just not.
It's
They don't.
you.
I'm the bass Wickersham.
I'm the girl brother.
But people don't write bass parts for theater like that much anymore. So you don't
Yeah.
hear it very often. And you don't, especially...
And Jesus is old, which is why they have the bass part.
What?
He said they don't do it anymore. Jesus is old, so it's fine.
Well, Jesus wasn't the bass.
The Bible.
The Bible is old?
Good Caiaphas. The council waits for you. The Pharisees and priests are here for you. Oh, gentlemen.
Oh, gentle boy. He's so good.
He's so good. I'm gonna play the clip for you guys.
He's so good.
He's so good. He's so good. He's so good. I'm not even joking. Don't
Guys,
even
I don't think
talk.
Scarlett's
Don't joke,
joking,
don't
guys.
joke, don't joke, don't joke.
Okay, ready? Listen.
Like, see, guys, we are haters to our core, but we are also lovers.
But we all so do.
But his counterpart was also a really high tenor, so it made it
Yes.
so good. It made it so good because it was a because it was a really low bass, and his friend.
Tenor is high. Was there anything else important we needed to touch on? Look, make sure.
Let's talk about Ben Platt.
Never mind. I hate Ben Platt. I'm afraid of him. Ben Platt,
I used to.
I hate you. I don't know what you did.
I used to, but I saw him IRL and everything changed.
So I just don't care though.
Parade,
Waving through
Life
the window.
changing. Shh, I'm talking about Parade right now. Parade on Broadway was life changing. I saw it closing night, and basically I sobbed. And basically, I'm pretty okay with Ben Platt now. I'm definitely not a Ben Platt fan, but I'm pretty okay with Ben Platt now.
Waving through the window.
Oh, can it?
No, we should stop that. Looks to
I
see
ho-
one. I need to see if there's anything else we need to cover. We're in my driveway,
Good.
and I told my parents.
The
Give me a sec.
council waits for you. Why can I not sing the right notes right now?
told
I
my
actually just became tone deaf, guys.
You speaking to. Oh, you're gonna kill them all.
Can we talk more about typecasting? I think
Yes.
we should.
Yes. Okay, that's gonna be our last discussion. Let's talk more about typecasting. Hey, if you're blonde in theater, I hate you. No, I'm kidding.
I kind of kidding, but not.
I'm kind of kidding, but I'm also not. I don't hate you actually. I love you. You're probably a really good person, and most likely you're a really good actor because that's how things turn out. But also, pretty privilege in theater is very real. And that is not us being sour. And I know that sounds like us being sour, but pretty privilege in theater is very,
No, it's real.
very
It's
much an
real.
advantage. And it is in life, but especially
Yeah.
in theater when you are constantly critiqued on your appearance and performance.
Yeah.
And the self-esteem issues I have developed in theater, actually insane. Actually horrible. Actually, hey, and when you see the same type of person consistently getting cast in lead roles, and when you see the person that looks the exact same consistently getting a certain type of part, you start to think, oh, well, maybe the reason I am not getting the parts that I want or the good parts is because I don't look like them. Or
Right.
I am not, whether you're like, I'm too skinny, or I'm too big, or I'm too tall, or I'm too short, you have to be right in the middle, and you have to be right perfect to be able to play a lot of those roles. And that is horrid.
Yeah. 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 And it's also, I feel like typecasting in like adult theater versus typecasting in children's theater is very different. I feel like it's very, very different.
It's very different. Because there
And
can be more
I feel
flexibility.
like I don't feel like it's worse in either one. I feel like they're both kind of bad. But you know. Also, guys, not being able to dance actually does not affect you that much.
Scarlett would know.
It does affect you. It definitely does affect you.
As in, they won't put you in as much annoying ensemble dances.
Yeah, it does affect you, but honestly, not being able to dance that well,
Being able to dance is my biggest regret.
not being able to
Being
dance.
told, I don't want to cut you from this dance, but you won't have enough time to change, that does something to you. Because you're like, man, I wish I could do the jitterbug. I wish I can go.
No, like, I mean, I've even learned myself, like, not being able to dance. Yeah, it affects you, kind of. But also, you'll probably still get cast in some roles if you're not able to dance.
If you want to be Jack Kelly in Newsies, you're gonna and you can't dance. Sorry. Anything else?
No,
you're sick.
actually, no, it's fine. Jack does not dance.
Sorry, if you want to be a mid-tier ensemble member in Newsies.
Yeah, if you want to be, like, Racetrack, Albert, like,
Yeah.
those guys.
But the thing about that also is sometimes you don't even have to be able to sing to play those roles because they will just choose a good dancer.
Right.
That's true.
And it's also, like, I was in Newsies, which is a primarily dance show. And I made it by just fine.
Yeah.
I kept up with everyone else.
If you're the one dancer at our theater who's, like, actually a good dancer, you know who you are. You're younger than us. You know who you are. If you're watching us, we love you with all of our hearts. You are beautiful and talented. That's the thing about dancing sometimes, though. This one girl at our theater, not saying her name, she didn't give us permission. We don't do that.
She's also, like...
She's also young.
She's
No,
she's, like, 12.
Listening to her at Cabaret, singing her song, when the day you weren't there,
Oh,
the high notes that girl can belt at age 10 was insane. I was like, oh, okay, so what is going on?
okay, so
And
you
she-
should go into musical theater because you will probably be successful.
Yeah, but a lot of people overlook that because she can dance. They
Yeah.
see her as just a dancer. So I think sometimes being versatile in theater can be a weakness. Not a weakness, but other people will perceive
But
as
then
one.
on the other hand, not being good at one of those three things can also be a disadvantage. So pick a side.
Yeah. So here's my strategy. If they say we need you to dance, you dance. If they don't say anything about dancing, you stand still and you get the role that is on a crutch.
Stand still.
Moral of the story is every single director is different and you're going to
Yeah.
be cast differently with every single director
And you never
have.
know what's coming, and it will be damaging to your self-esteem. It
Probably.
might be slightly traumatic. You will definitely
But-
learn something from it.
But you probably will learn something from it and you'll probably...
You'll make friends.
Hopefully, maybe.
Most of my friends are older than me, obviously.
I don't think I've made any friends during the Lighting Thief. I think all my friends are the same, actually.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, Cam.
Well, I already knew Cam, so...
Yeah, I did not, though. So,
Sorry.
hey, if you're watching this, I'm gonna out you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, Cam.
Hey,
Hey, Cam, sing
Cam.
Drive right now. Drive! Just drive!
That ended abruptly.
Anyways. No, but literally all of my friends are older than me. The thing about theater sometimes is you get told, like, especially working.
You're
it's
so
like,
mature.
I'm gonna start teaching middle school, and I just don't think that my middle schoolers will be as mature as you. Love you, Katie. And like, yes, but also I'm lying.
Yeah, also look at us at when
I
we're at
have a-
school during lunch.
I have a professional mask. Okay, I'm really good at masking. Like I said, theater's a haven for neurodivergent kids. If you do theater, you are not mentally well. There's literally there are 3 boxes you have to. So there's 3 things. In theater, you can either be LGBTQ of some kind, neurodivergent, or just extremely traumatized. If you don't take one of those boxes,
Or stuck
hey,
up. Or stuck up.
oh yeah, or people have just told you you're good your whole life, so you assume you are. You probably aren't. But anyways,
I've
if-
definitely met people like that.
You guys whispered about.
don't worry about it, Morgan. Anyways, if you don't take one of those boxes, congrats. You are part
not-
of the 1%.
You were not a theater kid.
Yeah, you're actually not real, and we hate you.
Drive, just drive.
So why don't we ever sing the next part?
Doesn't matter.
Comment
care.
below why you think we don't sing the next part.
Comment below if I should come to your house.
Scott, you can't just invite yourself over to people's homes.
Yeah, I
Hey,
can. Yeah, I can.
if they comment below.
They comment below.
Oh my god, oh my god.
This is lice.
Wait, make this the thumbnail. Wait, hold up. I have to find like a...
Get a good lice pose.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we have to end it there because I have to go inside.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I have to go inside too.
My house.
Drive!
Oh my god.
Just
Drive!
like and subscribe
And hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever we release another episode.
and share this video with all your friends.
Yeah!
And
Drive! Drive!
smash that like button in the face. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at your underscore moms underscore podcast. Also follow me on Pinterest.
Wait a
No.
second.
Don't follow Ellie on Pinterest, whatever you do.
Please.